friends, today I'm creating a mood board. They can help you with your creative project. Mood boards are a planning tool used for aesthetics. Most people think about them for interior design or fashion, but they can help you with any project, whether it be a painting or a book. I was making a digital journal in Keynote, but I wanted to get this mood board done right away, so I decided to transfer it into Canva as a PDF. And it doesn't quite work great yet because, as you can see, the shadow behind the page is thicker than it should be. This mood board is inspired by green and white and evergreens. I took a screenshot of some pictures I like in Pinterest because I have a board called Evergreen Christmas, and I collected some elements from Creative Fabrica. I'm just randomly putting pictures on the board. I'm not sure if I'll be moving them around later, but I do like the way they are right now. My creativity is actually suffering right now. I was with someone for many years, and if I spoke about it to you in another time, I would have told you how we fell in love and were so happy and excited to be together. I would have told you about our future plans and how we were going to be together forever, and that I finally found the last one, the one that I would be with until the day I die. But somewhere along the way, it became an on-again, off-again relationship. One of the kinds of relationships I think everyone should avoid. And whenever I hear the celebrity gossip about the couple being an on-again, off-again relationship, I say to myself, ooh, poor dum-dums, because it affected me in sad and depressing ways. Even though the good parts were really good, the depression was a cloud for many years. And so I'm searching for creativity, and I like doing mood boards. I think they're fun and pretty and beautiful, and I don't know, I just like them. And I love color. Color is one of my main inspirations for creativity. I saw something where there are 3 steps in the creative process, and I'm sure that if you're already a creative person like me, you've kind of know what I mean and how your creative process is, but it's sometimes nice to put it into words. And so the first step is visualization and idea exploration. So a mood board is a visual brainstorming tool that allows us to see the different elements come together. And also part of the first step is inspiration and stimulating creativity. So gathering the images, colors, and textures on the mood board can stimulate creativity and inspire new ideas. It allows individuals to step back and see the big picture, drawing inspiration from various sources. I do believe mood boards could be used for more than just interior design or fashion or artwork. They could be used for novels too, like novel development to define the characters or to define the mood of the book. Is it going to have a dark undertone? Will it be dark and rainy? Or will it be set in the city or the country? And in step 2, decision making and design direction, a mood board can serve as a reference point to ensure that choices align with the overall theme or concept or idea that you initially had, and you want to keep to what your main idea was and explore it a little further and enhance it. Step 3 is focus and clarity and avoiding overwhelm. Having a mood board early in the creative process can streamline workflow by providing a clear roadmap. It reduces the likelihood of diverging too far from the initial concept. And you want to pick out the best ideas that you had for your concept and get rid of the not so good ideas. Sometimes things don't always work out. Speaking of clarity, in the end, I can look back and realize that his back and forth didn't let me live my life. There were things that I didn't get to do that I probably should have focused on. I also realized that my part in it was that I should have told him enough is enough, to contact me when he makes up his mind and go away until that day. I tried, but I wasn't strong enough to be firm. One thing I believe in now is that what is meant to be will never pass you by. You should never give anyone the benefit of the doubt. Never believe that they would treat you better if the situation were different, because they are showing you exactly what they think of you by their actions. Everyone has the power to change the situation and do what's right. So if they're not doing what's right, that's exactly who they are and what they think of you. The relationship is not important to them as it was to you. And so stay tuned for another video, because I'm going to start talking about what you can do to help yourself after it's over. Some interesting insights that I found out. I hope to help you focus and be organized and productive, but in a fun, colorful way. That's the mood board. I think it turned out really nice, and I'm going to show you now how it inspired my creative project. My creative project is a flower arrangement that I want to look like a snow globe. The picture of the evergreens was inspiration to have a variety of evergreens as the base of the arrangement. The evergreen bouquet element from Creative Fabrica has little white flowers in it, and so it inspired me to use tiny white flowers called wax flowers. For the inside of the snow globe, I decided to have little ceramic houses inspired by these images. Snow globes have to have snow, so I hung plastic iridescent snowflakes. The mood board also inspired me to make some phone wallpapers. And digital stickers too.